Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Najibun, and welcome back with me, Muhammad Najib. So, Mr. Fitra gave us another assignment to talk about for this one for the end of the semester. Yeah, it's the end of the semester. The end of the semester already. I didn't expect it. I didn't realize that it actually the end of the semester already. Like time, time flies so fast that I didn't realize it until now. But yeah, here it is. We're on the end of the we're on the end of the semester now, and we're given another assignment where we have to record ourselves talking about something. I guess. Alright, so for this one, we're given 5 questions to answer about, say, about our class, about the end of the semester reflection. So yeah, let's get to it. First question is, what are 3 most valuable things I learned this semester, and how they will help me in the future? I would say the 3 things is the improvisation skills, digital skill, and public speaking confidence. Let's start with the one that I said, improvisation. I think this one is the one that mostly push to us. Like, I mean, every single day, every week, 3 times a week, we're given a task to do these voice notes, which is supposedly to be non-scripted, that you have to say what came on your mind, and then another assignment where we talk in front of the class to tell about an unforgettable story, and sometimes also an assignment where we talk to each other without any script. uh, at the first time it's overwhelming for me. Like, I would expect to have a script to talk about, because if there's no script, I would be confused. The conversation, the thing, the stuff that came out of my mouth might not actually goes with the actually what I want to say. But looking at that, I eventually learned that after all of this class, I realized that we just have to trust our brain. We just have to trust our mouth. I learned to think on my feet, and I learned to construct an argument while speaking. It's going to be incredibly valuable in the future, because real life doesn't have a script, doesn't give you a script. It is job interview or talking with people. Being able to formulate thoughts instantly is important. The second one is digital skills. Yeah, it's pretty obvious. It came from the Google site assignment, where I have to make this Google site where I put every assignment that I've done to it, and I have to sprinkle some decoration on it so it actually looks good. This one is actually important for our future. Why? Because learning how to use Google Sites, or basically just learning how to make a website, it's important for 2025, for life in the future, because knowing how to build a professional online presence is going to be crucial for your career, if you're actually planning to have a career, of course. And the third one, and this one is maybe the most important from all of these, is public speaking confidence. Okay, all of this assignment that I said before, the one that voice notes, public speaking, and then talking without script, it taught me that it's okay to make it taught me to it tested me. It forced me to stop worrying about making perfect speech and just focus on delivering the message. He told me it's okay to make mistakes as long as you keep going and keep the audience engaged. I mean, as an English student, English education student, this is obviously the most critical skill. You can't be a teacher or a lecturer or a leader if you're scared to speak. That's my point in this one. That's why I call public speaking confidence important. So yeah, that's three. And then the second question is which assignment or project that challenged the most? If I have to pick, I would say it's not actually much. I would say it's the long video interview and the unforgettable story. Long video interview, I would say that it's a little bit challenging for me because it wasn't actually about the talking. It's not actually about the English that made me what that actually challenged me. The one that challenged me is the logistic. Like we had to make this 15-minute video, two 15-minute videos with a partner, with two partners, but the deadline was just like what was it, like 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, not even a week if I remember it correctly. One of my partner, his name is Yazid Bustami, if I remember. Yeah, Yazid actually works a job outside the college, so finding a time where we were both free from the college and the job were almost impossible. I mean, like he went to a job at what after Asar and then go back before Maghrib. But after Maghrib, I have to go to the dorm and do dorm stuff while he's free. I cannot go at night, obviously. I mean, it's a risky move. So, yeah, it's actually hard to actually find myself a time to do that. We did the assignment eventually, but almost on the deadline. I could just, I mean, so what did I learn about this? About this one? The video assignment taught me about real world collaboration and time management. How to work. Anyway, my friend just came to this and yeah, that's it. Where are we again? Oh yeah, about time management, about how to work around someone else's schedule to get the job done. And then, as I said before, there's about what's it again? Unforgettable story. Yeah, right. Unforgettable story. This it's the unforgettable story is not about. It's not actually about me. It's about the system itself. It wasn't like a prepared speech where we know the schedule. It was random. Every day, the Mr. Fitra would pick a name randomly with his spinning wheel, and you have to stand up if your name if your name got chosen. For 10 minutes, you have to stand and talk about your story. I have no issue about this. I had my story already, but I've seen that some of my friends just stood up and then goes, I forgot, I can't remember the story, and watching that, it's a little bit, what, embarrassing? That's not embarrassing, like, I don't know, wait, it's such an irony, it's ironic, really, that they really forgot the unforgettable story. It taught me that in this class you can't just fake it till you make it. You have to be ready every single day because you never know when the spinning wheel actually gets you. So what I learned from this, it's about constant readiness. You have to be prepared before you're caught, because you don't know when you will be caught. Okay. And the next one is how was my confidence or ability changed this semester? Yeah, honestly, the biggest change is not that I suddenly understand English more. The biggest change is my mindset. My mindset about mistakes. Let's take a look at one of the things. But first of all, the biggest change is explainable by two examples: the voice notes assignment and unforgettable story presentation. About the voice note, we did this constantly, like 3 times a week. But towards the end of the semester, this format changed. We did not talk about topics anymore. We actually read maybe a page or 2 page of this book about giving an F word at people, and doing this repeating this every single day, every 3 times a week. It changed my comfort level because I was forced to speak and read English every single week, hearing my own voice in English, and it made me stop to think that my voice in English is weird. It just became a normal part of my life. It built some kind of muscle memory. I stopped to overthink how it sounds. And the real proof of my confidence growth was the unforgettable presentation. We had to go up twice per person, and there was a huge difference between my first time and my second time. See, I've always been confident. I would confidently say that I would always confident talk if I should still tell a story. I know how to make it entertaining. But the first time I went up, I was scared. I was still scared to make a mistake. I was constantly thinking to not mess up about the story, don't mess up about the grammar and all. I was confident in the story, but anxious about the language. By the second time I went up, everything changed. That changed. I was not scared about making mistakes anymore. Why? Because I realized that if I make mistakes, I can just improvise. I learned that a mistake is not the end of the world. Wait, hold up. Actually, it might be the end of the world, but it's not for for this context. Anyway, if I like, it's not actually the end of the world. If I use a wrong word, I didn't freeze. I just corrected it and go on. Like, yeah, you got the point. Anyway, so to answer the question, my ability changed from trying to be perfect to knowing how to handle imperfection. I learned that confidence is not about never failing, but it's about knowing you have to improvisation skill to fix when you fail. That's a huge shift for me. And then wait, we're still on the fourth question. Wait, what's the question again? What teaching methods were the most effective? Honestly, I don't know about this one. I don't think there's was one specific material that suddenly made me understand English more. But if I look at the results, I have to say that the most effective method was simply the high frequency practice, specifically through the weekly voice notes. Why was this effective? I would say because it forced consistency. In normal class, you might only speak English for once in a week. I just listen to the lecture. But in this class, we have to make something constantly. Sometimes it's 3 times a week, sometimes more than that. At first, it was exhausting. It's overwhelming. But looking back, the repetition was the key. It turned speaking English from something that you do rarely to something that you do almost every day. It's like, say, the analogy is like if you like sprint for 30 kilometers once a month, and if you sprint 1 kilometers once a day, there's a difference. Sprinting 30 kilometers once a month won't make you healthy. That will just kill you. But sprinting 1 kilometer per day consistently, it's going to help yourself like that. So to summarize that, the materials themselves are fine, but the structure, the materials itself are fine, were fine, but the structure was what actually made the learning stick. It wasn't always fun, but it's definitively effective, I would say. And then the last question. If I could redesign this course, what improvement would I suggest? If I was to be completely honest, I wouldn't change much about the course structure of the course. A lot of students might complain about the heavy workload, that there's too much assignment, but like I said in the previous question, I actually think the intensity, the that much of workload is necessary. I mean, it pushed us out of our comfort zone. So I wouldn't suggest reducing the workload, because the pressure is what made us grow. Actually, we can actually just a little bit, but not making it less than what it actually is. However, there's one specific logistical change that I suggest about the deadlines. For individual tasks like voice notes, a short deadline, so it's fine. But for group project, a short deadline can be really difficult. Not because of the difficulty of the task, but because of scheduling it. For example, as I say, yes, it has a job outside the college, and I have an activity in the dormitory. So, because we had only a few days, it was hard to actually find a time where we were both free to record. We almost missed the submission. We almost missed the deadline, but we made it. And the problem is not that we don't understand English, that we almost missed the deadline, but it's because the schedule is our schedule is a little bit is too busy to actually make one. And I know maybe other students face this too. So my suggestion is keep the individual tasks fast and frequent, but for group projects involving video recording, please give a slightly longer day to complete. Right? Other than that, I think it's fine. It's good. The variety of tasks, from the website to speeches to talking to with people and all it, I wouldn't change any of it. So yeah, that's all. Let's say that's all for the video for now, and thank you very much if you actually watch this. And I hereby present you this video to complete my assignment as a student of group 24. Thank you, Mr. Fitra, for everything that you've done to us, to our group, and especially to me, because yeah, you're a very kind person. Thank you. Anyway, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.